question I hear all the time about these electric bikes is how long does the battery last? What's the range like? There's no way it's good enough to be a dirt bike. So that's what we're going to figure out today out here at Murphy's on this Rawrr Mantis X. How many laps can I do on their night track, and will I get tired before the battery goes low? Let's gear up and go have some fun with that. This bike is still completely stock. I have the stock battery, the stock controller, stock suspension, stock brakes. Everything is factory from this bike. Just to show you, I'm starting at 100% battery charge. Let's see, can you get it there? Yep, 100% battery charge. I have 100 miles on this bike right now. So let's see how many miles we can do on a full charge, how many laps that equates to out on this motocross track, and if I get tired before the battery does. One thing I'd like to add is a huge shout out to Houston Motorsports. They hooked me up with the Rawrr Mantis X. They've also got the Mantis Mini. They can order the full-size Mantis. They have all kinds of different vehicles for you to take a look at. Check out their website, I'll link it below, but huge shout out to Matt from Houston Motorsports. Thank you guys. Just to be clear, when I said hook up, they didn't give it to me. I paid for it. They just gave me a little bit of a discount. All right, I'm also starting this at 10:15 a.m. Let's see how this goes. I'm curious. I've seen a lot of videos doing tests on what the range is on the street. And you can get, they say 60 miles out of the battery. That's an eco mode. There are 3 separate modes. I will not be in eco mode. I'll be in race mode today. And obviously this is not a street. This is a full-on motocross track. So let's see how it goes. Oh, now it was a very wet day yesterday out here, so that will absolutely inhibit this track on this bike. You can see it's super wet on the insides. Now this will not be a full review of this bike. I've done several videos of this bike. Oh, dang! Super wet, super muddy. Go Kerplunk. That was fun. Okay. Yikes. Maybe change your plan? Super wet. I don't know that I can do that on this bike. I just hit that mud and got sucked in, and that was cool. Bars are slightly twisted now. It's so soupy. Oh man. I don't know that I can do this. All right, let me reevaluate. I think I'm gonna try again. I think I need to do it for you guys and show you what this bike can and cannot do on a motocross track. It's clear it's not a dirt bike. It's clear it's not great in the mud. Kind of, it's a Rawrr. It will wear in throughout the day. It'll dry out. But dang, this is going to be a challenge. Not what I was expecting at all. I think for that one spot where I sunk before, I'm going to have to take a different line. Not sure what yet. Let's try the outside, see what that's like. Not nearly as deep. Okay, cool. Well, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. My name is Alex with We Ride 2. I like to go around the country riding different motocross facilities and letting you know what to expect of them. But I also do bike reviews, and recently got into this whole e-moto scene because they keep becoming more popular. I wanted to see what was up. So this bike, well, it only has 100 miles on it, has already been ridden in, I think, 4 different states. Georgia, Florida, Texas. Where else did I ride? I don't remember. Oh man, it's soft out. It's definitely testing my skills as a rider too. You okay, or are you completely stuck? Okay. Yeah, I hit the mud and fell over earlier. I came into this turn and just completely got stuck like you. Wow, this is so deep. Oh my gosh.
My boots are
You might need to go side to side. Yeah. Oh, you almost got it. You almost got it. Keep wiggling your heel.
Even like a shovel or something.
Or a tractor. Oh man. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna pull off this time because that's just too much for me. Oh man, I'm tired now. What did I do? 2 hops? But I helped the kid out. I need water and a breath. All right, let's try this again. I do not plan to show you every lap because my guess is it's going to be more than you guys want to watch, but I'll see what I can do for you. Maybe I'll throw some tunes on and you can just enjoy the scenery. which means I've done 5 laps total to drop to 20%. So I've done 5 laps so far. I've gone 4 miles. It's gone down 20%. Again, that's in race mode on a track. I'm gonna go do some more laps. We'll come back and check on these stats in a second. All right, so I did 3 more laps. I'm at 69%, an additional 2.2 miles, which equates to a total of 7 miles. I've gone 7 miles so far. That's gone down 31%. Just did 5 more laps. I'm at 46%, added 4.7 miles to the total trip, which puts me at a total of, I've gone 11 miles so far with just more than half the battery. All in all, I'm not surprised. I was really expecting to get to about 15 to 20 miles. So I think that's what's going to happen, because about 30%, it's going to cut the battery down substantially and put me in limp mode where I can't go more than 25, and that's not super safe on the track. So I'm going to keep pushing. I'll just keep going and see where we can go. This will probably be my last run before the battery goes into limp mode. So just to recap, I'm at 46% battery. I've got 114 miles, which means I've gone 11 miles so far on race mode on a motocross track. Let's go do one more session, see how it turns out. I figured I might as well film this session because I want to show you what happens when you get to about 30% battery life. It goes into a limp mode of sorts, and the bike is practically useless on a motocross track. You could still ride, but I wouldn't try to ride like this. Oh man, suspension's really getting me. Tried to give him the outside because he was gonna pass me, and I got stuck. I'm at like 30% now, 38%. 35%, went an additional 2 miles. Almost there, almost to the cutoff point. Let me go do one more lap, see if I can do some more to it. So the question that I had in mind was, can I outlast the battery? I think I can. 31% up. Yep. There's the cutoff, I think. My guess is I won't be able to clear this jump. Oh no. All right. 31%. I'm not in full limp mode, but I think the bike is at its max. I might be able to get another 0.2 miles out of it, get to that 3, but I am now at 30%. So let's see how many miles I did in total there. We got here at 103, it's at 117. I went 14 miles to get to 30%. Now again, you still can ride it. The bike is not dead, but the bike is not track rideable at 30%. So 14 miles, I'm ready to go ride more. So I'm gonna jump on the dirt bike, go ride some more laps. But this bike was a blast. It was fun. Highly recommended as a toy, as a add-on bike, but this is not a replacement for a full-size dirt bike. So I took the 250 4-stroke out on the same track and ripped about 6 laps. And I gotta say, I'm gonna stand by my opinion on the Rawrr. The Rawrr is fun. The Rawrr is a great experience, well worth the money, but a real dirt bike is where it's at. It's so much easier to handle a motocross track. The Rawrr can do it. I proved that. It did a lot of laps, but it's so much easier on the full-size dirt bike. I could clear every jump, no problem. Didn't have to worry about the mud or the ruts. It was just an easier experience all around on the dirt bike. The Rawrr's held up really well for the abuse that I put in it for the 120 miles that I've got on it. I've been nothing but off-road, and to get the mail a couple times, it gets dirty, but I clean it. And it's pretty well built in the sense that I can use a pressure washer and a hose. Obviously, you want to remove things like the battery and cover some electronics when you're using a pressure washer. But generally speaking, you can wash it like you would a dirt bike. Obviously, I've done a bunch of videos, including this Rawrr. I put together a playlist for e-moto content. I'll link that here. If you like the channel and you want to subscribe, click on the link over here for that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have fun out there, stay safe, and I'll see you at the next track.